Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Shop Talk. It has been a busy day. Right, Patsy?
Yes, it has.
Yes, it has. Let's see who's joining us. Let's refresh.
Let's see joining us.
Oh, turn that down. All right. Hey, Terry. No, not Siri. It said Terry. Hi, Miss Bev. Got Miss Bev joining. Hey, Miss Mary Jane. How are you? Good afternoon. Yep. Oh, I forgot to one momento. All right, I'm back. Let's see. Make sure I'm here. All right. Hi, Miss Bunny. Welcome in. Well, tonight or this afternoon, I have a new fabric line to show you, some new notions with a little demo behind the notion. Briefly go over classes, briefly talk about the sale, and it'll just kind of be a informative shop talk today. You'll notice that I am by myself. Kathy and the handler are not here today, so I have shop talk all by myself. Aren't you guys lucky? So there is that. If you're watching, jump on and say hello so I can see who is watching. Let's see. I'm trying to see. Oh, here we go. I want to see. Oh, there we go. All right. Well, there's nobody to ask how their day was. Hey, Miss Patty. Hey, Miss Bobby. And I'll just tell you how my day's been. So it has been quite busy. We had a live sale on Tuesday, so we had to finish up all of that stuff from the live sale. So that was done this morning and into the afternoon. And then we had 5 more orders come in today from our semi-annual clearance sale. So Patsy and I got all that buttoned up and just walked back down from the shipping place to drop all the packages off. So if you're watching, your order is in the mail. So that happened. I sat with Sarah today and we brainstormed and got some posts ready to go for the rest of the week and the weekend. So like I said, it's been a busy day. Hey, Miss Linda. So we have been rocking and rolling here. There's a gnat, so I'm not shooing anything else, but it's the gnat. Can't stand gnats. All right. Well, if you would like to tell me about your day, comment below, and we'll share it live on Shop Talk. If not, I will get started, and we will go through the classes briefly, and then going through the rest of the stuff that I have planned for you guys today. So I'm going to take a quick sip of water, and we'll get started. All right. So just as a refresher, things are moving. We are already in the mid of August. Hey, Charlotte. So we have things, I swear that the year's fleeting. It just keeps moving and moving faster and faster. Kids are back in school. Adeline is now in 2nd grade. I just cannot believe that she is in 2nd grade. It just blows my mind. So it's been quite busy in the personal life and also here at the store. So without further ado, let's talk about some upcoming classes. So Kind of Wonderful, Dreamy Dan. We've been talking about it for a few weeks now. This is August 24th and September 14th from 10 to 2. It is taught by Sherry Blaze, and it teaches you how to cut on a curve. And then the second class will be taught on how to piece the said curves into the quilt pattern. So if curves have always been kind of scary for you, this is the class to sign up for, because then you will learn how to do that without any scared and have issues and think you can't do it. She's a great teacher, and she will teach. She's certified by So Kind of Wonderful, so she actually knows their piecing technique and everything. So if you're wanting to do that,
I've taken a class with them.
Oh, so Patsy's actually taken a class
very
with
good.
Sherry Blaze, and she said it was very, very, very good. So let's, if it's something that you really want to do, let's get signed up for it. It starts in a couple weeks. So actually next week, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So that is August 24th, the first session. Hey, Miss Carolyn. So second class is going to be that beginning kids class, like we've talked about. If you know of anybody, September 5th, 12th, 18th, and 26th. Hey, Miss Reba. And that is from 5:30 to 7:30, and it is the kids sewing, and it's 4 weeks long. The next class that's on the docket is the Hot Stuff Trivet. That is the class taught by me. We will be making the silicone trivet. If you're part of the Fabric Society, you will get that class for free. If you're not, you can pay to attend that class. There is a supply list, and you will there's a supply list, and you will get those things before class. If you're in the Fabric Society, you got the silicone and the pattern in your gift box, so you don't have to buy that. Hey, Miss Sherry. So that is the Hot Stuff Trivet, September 7th from 10 to 2. And lastly, for September, t-shirt bed scarf. So the t-shirt bed scarf is teaching you how to use t-shirts to be able to make a quilt. This is just a bed scarf, so it's more of a manageable project. You'll be taught how to stabilize, how to cut, how to sew, because t-shirt material is different than quilting cotton. So it is a little different. Miss Sherry says, I made it to the live. Yes, you did. Hello, Miss Sherry. And Miss Sherry, I was just talking about Dreamy Dan over here and how you'll be teaching that class here soon. The t-shirt bed scarf is taught by Miss Lois, and she's an awesome teacher as well. And it's a really cool thing to learn how to use t-shirts, because then you can make t-shirt quilts for yourself or friends or anybody that commissions you to make one. So, but it is a little different than doing quilting cotton. It's stabilization and all of that. So that is all part of that t-shirt bed scarf class, which is September 21st from 10 to 3. So keep that on your docket. The last thing is, and I repeat, it is not on the website, but as a reminder, Pig Out is the last Friday and Saturday of September. I think that is the 27th and 28th. Put it on your calendar. If you would like to attend, it sells out fast. It will go live the 1st of September. All right. So I will let you know the date when it goes officially live, and then y'all can sign up for the class. So make sure to put that on your calendar so that you don't forget. That is going to be September 27th and 28th. It's an all-day thing out at the El Matador on Okaloosa Island. And we have a great time, good fellowship, lots of experience in the room. So it's just a lot of fun to be around people sewing and quilting and embroidering, and you learn lots and laugh a lot, and we have a good time. We play some games. So it's a good time. Put it on your list. Hey, Miss Terry, long time no see. I just saw you. All right. So that's about all that I have to talk about for classes. The next thing is guys, if you have been waiting to shop the semi-annual clearance sale, it is drastically low in product. Yes, Linda says she loves Sewapalooza. She has nicknamed it Sewapalooza, not Pig Out. So actually, that's Mr. Pat has nicknamed it Sewapalooza. So we are running low on inventory that is on clearance. If you have waited and said, oh, it'll be there, it's not going to be here much longer. We have added books, patterns, vinyl, pre-cuts are still up there. So panels. So if you're thinking that you've seen it all, there's actually going to be more eventually, maybe even more fabric that will be added. So keep checking back often because there is new stuff always, it seems like, being added. So make sure that you're either looking at it on the website or popping into the store. So that is the info on the sale. So moving forward, we have a new fabric line I would like to show you. This is from Three Sisters, and it's called Collage Favorites. Now, it's accompanied with four grunge. There's some of them are new, some of them might have already been there, but some grunge. We had this type of print in before, but they're just called favorite collages, and it's that. This is the type, remember, or it looks like a collage in the background with the birds. I'll flip it over so you can kind of see. The sale ends, Linda, August 31st. So August 31st, the sale ends. So there is the birds and flowers. It's beautiful colorization. And the grunges are going to match all of these pops of color that I'm going to show you. So there is one of the collage favorites. The next one is more of a subdued collage background. So it has all the words and calligraphy, nice gray tonal flowers kind of throughout. That's the colorization there for you. It has a clock. So these will look really awesome in the Laura Heine backgrounds. They're already kind of collaged for you, so you don't have to really do much. So there's that one. Now, the four new grunge, whether they're new or new to us, the first one is called True Blue. This is a deep navy. This is a beautiful, beautiful navy grunge. So that's the detail on it, but this is the colorization of it. It is a deep navy. It is a beautiful, beautiful grunge. So there's one there. Next one is called Melon, and it's like a reddish orange. So a reddish orange grunge. The next one, me and Deborah laughed at it. It's actually not called mustard. It's called mutard. Yes, mutard. You heard me right, Patsy. Yes, she's giving me a crazy look. This is called mutard, not mustard. So it's a nice golden yellow, and it has a little bit of tealish gray kind of running through it. So that is another newer grunge. And the last one is called Avalanche, I think. Yeah, Avalanche. And it actually has some like brick red running through it. And it's a nice deep aqua. So those are the new grunges to our shop. And then we also have the fat quarter bundles that go with it. So all the ones I just showed. We have two of those. Fat quarter bundles are $19.50. The grunges are $12.99. And the prints are also $12.99. So that is on the front of the new fabric. And I actually have it's not a new notion, but it's new to us. But this is going to also be a demo at the same time. We're going to talk about starches. So the starches, when we use starch for quilting cottons, let me catch up here. Hello, Courtney, and hello, Joni. Hello, ladies. So I'm going to talk about the starch. Now, we've carried Best Press, which is this right here. We have carried Flatter, which is this right here. And we have started carrying a new one called Quilting and Crafting Spray. It's the premium. It's called Premium. And I'm going to talk to you guys about the different levels of starch. And I don't know if you realize this because I didn't realize some of this either. So I thought this would be a great thing to kind of talk about. Let me get a sip of water and I'll be right back. It's a lot of talking today. I don't have Kathy to take up some of the talking. All right. Okay. So of the 3 brands, the new one, the premium, the best press, and the flatter, I'm going to talk about their starch comparisons. All right. So for best press, the weight is actually light. So they classify this as a lightweight starch. And they say that it's a lightweight starch alternative. It relaxes wrinkles, no residue, and it's acid free. So this is not what they call buildable. And I'm going to talk about what buildable means here in a second. So this one is considered a light quilting starch. The next one is flatter. So flatter is considered light. And it's also, it says to relax, it relaxes wrinkles, freshens fabric, and leaves fabric static free. So it's a little bit different than the best press. All right. Now we love all 3 brands, but it depends on what you want your starch to do for you. The next one is this new kind called Magic. All right. Not premium. I meant to say Magic earlier. So Magic Quilt, premium quilting and crafting spray. Actually, that's really big for my hand. We have it in 3 sizes. So we have a travel size, which is 3 fluid ounces, so can be taken on an airplane. This is 16 fluid ounces, and this is also a spray. And this is the refill. So 3 different sizes. But let me talk to you about this starch, all right? This starch is a medium weight starch. It controls the level of stiffness with single or multiple applications, and it's flake-free. So what that means is it's buildable. So let's say that you spray your fabric and you want it to be a little bit more stiff. You can apply this on it again, and then it becomes a little bit stiffer. And then you can make it as stiff as you want. Material Magic is classified as heavy, and we've actually had that in the store as well. We just don't have any right now. But that, as y'all know, is super heavy. So with starch, there is a question. Why starch? So I'm going to read some of these, and I thought these were pretty interesting. Starching aids in more precise piecing and better cutting accuracy, which we knew. Starch fabrics slip less against each other when you are matching points and butting seams together. I did not know that. Using starch helps seams lay flat and stay in the direction you press them. Small pieces are less likely to fray or stretch on the bias. Starching is an especially good idea when working with flannel or woven fabrics. They won't stretch. That's true. I know that when we had wovens here, I was like, Sherry, these are very stretchy. She's like, yeah, wovens are. And she said, that's why you use starch. It restores body and removes any stubborn creases, especially if you have pre-washed your fabric. The moisture in the starch will shrink your cotton fabric as if you had pre-shrunk the fabric. Add as much starch as you like. It is water soluble, so it will wash out. And if your project has lots of seams, spray starch allows you to easily and effectively finger press, which I guess you could use the water, water to finger press as well. That helps. But the starch kind of helps the fabric relax so that you get your finger down the seam there. And here are some tips that I don't know if you guys knew. I read these tips and thought, this is very interesting. So tips on how to use starch. And you're all thinking, Brandy, it's starch. You just spray it. But no, there's actually a little bit of science behind it. It's easiest and most efficient to work with just the amount of fabric that you need for the project. So they're saying cut it in more manageable sizes so that you don't, unless you're doing with the fabric for borders. How you apply your starch is a matter of preference, and the level of stiffness is you want to achieve. Misting, then immediately ironing will smooth your fabric with the lightest level of stiffness. Saturating, then air drying or putting in the dryer will give you a firm paper-like stiffness. I had no clue. I thought that was because the longer it saturates into your fibers, the longer it's going to, the better it's going to make your fabric stiff. Second, third, it is recommended that you spray starch the right side of your fabric and then press on the wrong side. This allows flakes or marks that might occur to happen on the wrong side of your fabric, which I had no clue. Fold the fabric in half or thirds with the starch sides together and mush, or pat the fabric together so the starch will penetrate all the fibers. When ironing with starch, you don't need to use the steam setting on your iron. The starch provides enough moisture to smooth out wrinkles quickly and easily. Adding extra steam will actually increase the ironing time. Use a cotton or wool setting. Do this step gently because you'll be producing steam as you iron and you don't want to distort your fabric. And lastly, fold your fabric in half or drape it over a hanger if you don't want to make additional creases after you have worked so hard to get the creases out. So additionally, it says try starching your backing fabric. It's said that it will glide more easily as you machine quilt it. Also try a light spray coat of starch on finished quilts after washing. It acts as a protective coating. So I thought those were all cool tips. And I wanted to go ahead and bring that to you guys. Hello, Miss Diana. So anywho, that is pretty much what my shop talk for today was about, is starching and pressing and why it matters. And depending on what you want to achieve, depends on the type of starch you buy. So yes, Miss Bobby, it was a very cool, we got this from our motor reps. And I thought this was a really cool starch comparison and why there are so many different starches. The last thing I want to show you is we do have some temporary adhesive for fabric. This is when you're basting your quilt, spray based. We finally have the 505 in stock. We don't have the other one, the pink can that we used to have. It was heavy and kind of, I've heard it had a lot of fumes kind of to it. So we decided to get the 505 spray. So if you're needing some quilt basting spray, we have some in stock. And other than that, I think that's it, guys. I think I've talked enough. Patsy, can you think of anything that I'm forgetting?
I don't think so. I think you covered it all.
All right. Well, we hope to see you the rest of this week or this weekend. We do have block of the month, I think, next Wednesday. Remember, that is not online. That is in-house. And then your pictures will be posted to the group. But if not, we'll see you in the store, see you online, or see you at block of the month. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your afternoon and a great weekend, and we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.